Good morning. Today we are off to Victoria Falls. We are currently in Pretoria in South Africa and we're in our rental car. I only arrived last night, but Jacob's been here for 5 weeks. And yeah, today we're heading off to Victoria Falls. So we're going to drive back to the airport and then catch a flight from Johannesburg to Zimbabwe. Let's get on the road. I think it's about a 50-minute, an hour drive from here. And we're flying fast jet. I think we've got like Value Plus tickets. So it was just like the cheapest one available when I went to book it, which was only a couple days ago.
What's the sense in sharing this one and only love? Ending up just another lost and lonely one. You'll count up the years and they will be filled with tears. Some reason to start over again. You'll get the babies, but you won't have your man. While he's busy loving every woman that he can. I say I'm gonna leave 100 times a day. It's easy said and done when you just can't break away. Oh, young woman, run free. Never be hung up like my man and me. I used to to yourself be true. Don't be no fool when love really does love you. Oh, he loves you. It's high time now, just one crack at life. Who wants to live it in trouble and strife?
Good morning. We've made it to Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe. I'm so excited to be here. It's actually Sunday now. We arrived here yesterday. I think the last time I spoke to you was yesterday morning in the car when we were still in South Africa and we were like heading to the airport. It was a very rushed journey, so I haven't had the chance to chat with you since then, but I thought I'd give you a quick update on how we're going and what the plan is while we're here in Victoria Falls. Yeah, we flew across yesterday from South Africa. The journey was super easy. The check-in for the baggage at the airport was only like 50 minutes before the flight took off. We flew with FastJet. It was such a quick and easy process. The airline itself was great. The plane was pretty tiny, but like we got food and like drinks on the plane as well, so super great experience. Then we landed here in Zimbabwe. We got the Kazungula visa at the border because we're going to be crossing over to Zambia and also doing a day trip to Botswana. But yeah, all of that was super easy. We also got a SIM card at the airport because there are no like eSIMs that service Victoria Falls, which is very odd, or at least not what I can find online, so we had to get a physical one here. But yeah, that's all the logistics side of this. Was honestly super easy. And then we got a transfer to our hotel, and that's why we're staying now. We're at the N1 hotel in Victoria Falls. We picked this one because it was like kind of local and kind of cheap, so it's nothing crazy, so super expensive. It's a hotel and a campsite, which is why I have this beautiful green scenery behind me, but it's also like a hotel, which is where we're staying. The room's like good, nothing crazy, nothing like where we're going to be staying when we go to Kruger National Park in a couple of days time, but it does the job. Yeah, so excited to be here. We've got a few things planned for while we're here. Last night you would have seen we arrived and we did a sunset cruise along the Zambezi river, I think it is. But yeah, that was super cool. Unfortunately, we had kind of bad weather when we were doing it. It was like raining and whatnot, but we got to see lots of hippos, and like the food and drinks that we got served on the cruise were really nice. The boat itself also really nice. I'll link it down below. Highly recommend, especially if it's not raining. I think that would have been such a highlight if it wasn't raining, if it wasn't super cloudy. The sunset would have been great, but that's all right. Can't win everything. And then after that we also booked like the dinner through them, so we had a nice dinner at the restaurant nearby, which was really great. But yeah, so today it's currently, what's the time? It's 6:25 in the morning, and at 7 a.m. we're getting picked up and we're doing a chobe day trip, which is like out to Botswana. I mentioned we're going out to Botswana, so that's the plan for today. It's a safari, so this has been my first like African safari ever. I'm so excited. Jacob has done a few already because he's obviously been here couple days, a couple weeks longer than I have, but I'm so excited. Get to see some animals. You can't really see my outfit at the moment, but I'm sure you'll see it at some point today. I've got my Timberlands on. I feel like they look very safari-esque, very vibey for what I'm going for. That's the plan for today. I'll obviously bring you along. And then after today we have another full day tomorrow, and then we leave on Tuesday. I'll fill you in later with what the plan is for tomorrow. But yeah, today, Chobe National Park. Chobe National Park, is that what it is? What's it actually called? We booked through TripAdvisor, which was super easy and great, and we booked a bunch of things through them. So yeah, Chobe day trip from Victoria Falls. So we're going into Botswana from there. So yeah. Okay. And yeah, as I think you may have just seen on the screen, it cost us 465 Australian dollars. I'll put the US dollars on the screen because in Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe they use US dollars. I'm gonna go ahead. Breakfast starts at 6:30, so we're gonna try and get something, or maybe take like a packed breakfast with us, because I don't know how long the drive is, at least an hour to get across to Botswana from here. So we need some breakfast before we go, so we don't get like car sick sort of thing. So, and then obviously we'll get lunch and stuff on the tour. But yeah, come along. I'm so excited to be here. Yeah, we're finally back in Africa. I was in Morocco earlier this year. I loved it, but this is obviously such a different part of Africa. And yeah, I'm so excited to experience it. So let's go. Oh, also, super quickly, so malaria is like super high risk here in Victoria Falls, in Zimbabwe, this area. That's why I'm wearing this. Is Jacob and I both got them. They're like, what's the brand? Parakeeto? I don't know. We just picked them up from BCF. Yeah, BCF or something like that. And they're just like mosquito repellent sort of things. Obviously, we're taking doxycycline as like to stop us. I think that's like the medication to take for malaria. So we take it like just before we get here, and for the whole time we're here, and then the 4 weeks once we get home or something like that. But we've also just got a bunch of these just to repel our insects. In case you're wondering what this green thing is on my wrist, it's not my Apple Watch. My Apple Watch is actually still on charge in our room, so I'm going to go back and get that now. So let's go and get some breakfast.
Complexity when the leather runs smooth on the passenger seat. I would go out tonight, but I haven't got a stitch to wear. This man said it's gruesome that someone so handsome should care. Younger country boy who never knew his place, he said, return the ring. He knows so much about these things. He knows so much about these things. I would go out tonight, but I haven't got a stitch to wear. This man said it's gruesome that someone so handsome should care. Na, 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 na. This charming man. Na, 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 na. This charming man.
We're in Botswana right now, mid-safari. So good. We've seen quite a few lions, so many animals, and honestly it's so much fun. I'm so excited for like the next week of just constant safaris. Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck?
When she was just a girl, she expected the world, but it flew away from her reach. So she ran away in her sleep and dreamed of paradise, paradise. Every time she closed her eyes. When she was just a girl, she expected the world, but it flew away from her reach, and the bullets catching her teeth. Life goes on, it gets so heavy, the wheel breaks the butterfly. Every tear a waterfall. In the night, the stormy night, she closed her eyes. In the night, the stormy night, away she flies. And dream of paradise, paradise, paradise. Oh, she dream of paradise, paradise, so lying underneath those stormy skies, she said, oh, I know the sun was set to rise. This could be paradise, paradise, could be paradise. Oh, this could be
Day 3 in Victoria Falls was the first day we actually experienced the falls themselves. We got picked up first thing in the morning and crossed over into Zambia, where we were then taken across to Livingstone Island. It sits right on the edge of the falls, so we literally went from one side of Victoria Falls to the other. It was so cool.
Zambia and Zimbabwe, and the island separate the water. So this part we call it the rainbow falls or the baby falls. It dries up. This time it's dry, but if you come in May, April, May, water will reach up to here. From here to that side, there will be water, no rocks. Yes.
But that clearly wasn't enough, so we decided to go for a swim in Devil's Pool, which is basically as close to the edge of the waterfall that you can get without going over. I was just doing that right then. Oh my god, it was so scary. It was such a cool and fun experience. So scary, but definitely one of the highlights here in Victoria Falls. I would recommend it to anyone. It was super expensive, but definitely worth it.
my sweet Lord. My sweet Lord. Really want to see you. Really want to see you.
Let's go. After this one, I'll show another one. Let's go. Let's go.
On our last night in Victoria Falls, we had a bomber dinner and drum show booked. It was such a fun and unique experience. I think this whole day, this whole trip so far has really been that. And yeah, this is just such a fun night.
Right?
Oh, yes, please. Yum, they look good.
And Jacob ate a worm.
No.
Ooh. What was a worm?
Like crunchy and earthy.
Alright, if you're ready, please give me a rumble! What we in forward? 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 Excellent. Keep going. You're doing great. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, like I said it before, the night.
It's day 4, we're leaving in a few hours, and we booked a last minute helicopter ride for our last morning in Victoria Falls. It was a last minute thing because we didn't think we were going to do it because it was so expensive, but it was so worth it. So I'm just going to shut up now and let you enjoy these last views that we have on Victoria Falls, and I'll catch up with you at the end. Morning everyone, we are back at the Victoria Falls International Airport, and we're heading off today to our next stop on our African adventure. We're heading to Kruger National Park, but I haven't really updated you on how these past 3 days have gone, but it's been so much fun. We really had the best time. Yesterday we fit in a lot. We did Devil's Pool. Oh my god, highly recommend. I think that was my favorite thing that we did. So much fun. Really scary, but like completely safe as well. I think like they hold your feet. There's guides there helping you. Then what else did we do yesterday? We did a walk through Elephant's Walk, which is like their little shopping markets and stuff. That was fun. But then we did Victoria Falls, like International Park. Oh my god, it was expensive. It was $50 entry fee each into the national park, which was so expensive, but really worth it. Like it's the main thing to do in Victoria Falls, so you got to do it. But yeah, it was so much fun, except it completely rained out while we were there. Like it fully started like bucketing down. I think I put in a video. If not, I'll put one in now.
Oh, you can't see the rain.
Oh, that side I think you're good.
But oh my god, we were soaked, we were drenched. So I had a good time. It ended up stopping raining by the end. And then we also did a bomber show. Bomber show last night. Oh my god, that was so much fun. Probably the most fun dinner experience I've ever had in my whole life. It was so much fun. Dinner, Jacob ate a worm, and then we played drums and danced, and yeah, it was all around a really good night. So that was fun. And then this morning we even fit in a last minute helicopter ride over the falls. We're at the airport now, but we did a helicopter flight at like 7:30, and that was so worth it. It was expensive, so we weren't sure if we were going to do it, but it ended up being like such a cool way to finish off the past 3 days. So recommend that as well. But yeah, now we're off to Kruger National Park, so I'm gonna finish off this vlog here. But thank you so much for coming along. Hopefully you enjoyed. I really did, and I'm just so excited for the next week. Like, we've still got a full week left here in Africa, and we're doing Kruger, we're going to Cape Town. So if you want to follow along with the rest of them, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
What's the sense in sharing this one and only love? Ending up just another lost and lonely one.